Hello and welcome back to our channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Tiffany and it's that time of the week. You guessed it, it's time to update you guys all on our plants. Now, it's been 2 weeks since we last did this and the plants were doing amazingly well, as you all saw in the last video. Unfortunately though, since then we have had a little bit of a pest problem start. What we think might be, is it thrips or thripes? I don't know. I'll put it down here at the bottom of the screen, what we think it might be. Now, Chris and I have been working very vigilantly trying to squish this in a bud, and nip it in the bud, so to speak. We have tried, we did a rubbing alcohol water mix, and we sprayed all of the leaves, and it seemed like it was helping, but in the end it didn't. So then we read about using was it 10-to-1 solution of peroxide to sterilize your soil, which we tried, and it didn't really help. Well, it helped a little bit but not fully. So we did another dose of the peroxide, and this time around we actually saw, they said you should see some fizzing, so we saw that in the soil and everything like that. So we were like, okay, maybe it has helped. We also kept spraying the leaves down with the other solution that we had. So we have been working on that, and we were hoping that that would work. Unfortunately, it hasn't. I'll show you guys here in just a second the plants and what they look like. But unfortunately, it's not looking like anything that we have tried so far has worked to get rid of these little bugs and pests. So it can happen to you all. That's right, if you grow indoors, you can still have some pest problems, as we were learning. So still a learning curve for us, but we're kind of hoping that you guys might be able to help us out there on our YouTube family and all of our gardening family. What would you suggest us trying to do? Now, we've done a lot of research, and I've reached out to several of you and asked questions about what you think we should do, and a lot of you have said something called neem oil, but to use it like kind of like a last resort and everything like that. We read about a special soap that you can wash your plants with, but a lot of people have said that doesn't work. We were just hoping that maybe you guys might have some ideas as to what we could do to help the plants that we currently have. The only other option we have is to scrap what we've got here, like stop whatsoever, and quarantine our soil for about a month to make sure that we go through the cycles and such, because if they don't have anything to eat, then they should die off. So quarantining for about a month should help, and then restarting again in a month's time. So I'm going to show you guys here in just a second what the plants look like, and maybe you guys can help us decide what we're going to do. Look for a poll later on our community tab. Should we try and save them? If so, what do you guys suggest? And if you guys think that they're not worth saving, just quarantine and everything like that, then we're going to have that. Should we try to save them, or should we just cut our losses, quarantine, and try again in a month? So the poll will be up on the channel here and on our community tab here in just a little bit. So just keep an eye out for that and everything like that. But we've tried everything, and I mean, we know the pests are a problem, but this is the first time that we haven't been able to really figure it out. So we're reaching out to everybody out there. Hopefully you all can help us with some ideas and everything like that. So and you're probably all wondering, how are our kidney beans doing? So I'll be showing you that here in just a moment too. So I just wanted to say that real quickly to everybody, because yeah, it has been a struggle. The poor things, we've been trying our hardest. So we're putting it out there for everybody in the gardening community, and even in the Survival Seeds Challenge. Does anybody know what we can do to get rid of these little thrips or whatever the heck they're called? And everything like that. Anything we may not have tried yet. So please, if you can, message me, Instagram, in the comments below. My email address is there on the About page. Just any advice would be great. We welcome any kind of advice. But that being said, I'm gonna pick up the camera. And we're going to go show you a little bit of a close-up now of what the plants look like and why we're thinking what we're thinking. And maybe you guys can help us decide, like I said, with our community post poll, what we should do with everything. So, be back with you guys in just 1 second. Alright everyone, so as I said, I was going to show you guys the beans. So as you can see, here's our kidney beans. I'll come in a little bit so you can see. There's our kidney beans. Whoops, a little too far in. So they are looking like they are practically ready to be harvested. They've got a nice yellow color to them. And when I go up to them like this, you can feel them. They're getting hard, and we're not going to get very many beans, it looks, from the different pods. But you guys can see, if I zoom in here, see what I mean on the leaves? See that different... that, and then over here you can see the damage there on that leaf there too. So they have been affected, but we're thinking of replanting those ones and trying again. We were planning on doing that anyways after harvesting the beans. And then over here you can see, yeah, the borage, we cleaned out the borage soil, and the lavender isn't doing too bad, but it's still stalled out. We don't have any flowers. And it hasn't really done very much in the course of the last few months. And then if I come down here, you can see kind of the beet leaves there. You can almost see. You know what? I might take some pictures and stick them in so you can get a clearer picture of what's going on with everything. But you can see, like, look at their basil. Our basil has gotten extremely hit with all of this. Like, look at that. Like I said, I'll take pictures and I'll insert them in here so you guys can see better. But it's, even our chamomile isn't doing good. The marshmallow had to be cut, like a lot of leaves had to be cut out. And even at that, we're still having the issue. We come over here to the other side, and there's the squash. Like, look at the, you can see on the squash leaves, like, the damage that's been done to these poor squash leaves and such. And it took us so long to get the squash to start, but then, you know, the pepper, even the pepper has a little bit of signs, though not as much as the rest. But the lettuce has been completely and utterly, like, you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that, but on the back of this leaf right here, you can see it's see-through where it's been eaten, and we've had to trim out so much. The spinach is practically dead too. I mean, the kale is now starting to show signs of it. Our poor cilantro plant, don't get me started on that. And so far, the only thing that hasn't really been all that affected by it is Mr. Tomato. Look at him. And we had to move him off. As you see, he was there beside the pepper. But we had to move him off to the side, because if you go down here like this, you'll get to see he got tall. Like, he's right down on the floor. And he got tall, so the tomato seems to be doing okay. But even at that, we did have to cut some of his leaves off. Actually, there's one right there I need to get rid of. But the new growth that's coming, he's got some new growth, and we're starting to see what could be the tomato pods coming in. So, the tomato seems to be doing okay and everything, but everything else, not so much. I mean, it's not doing the greatest. So, we're hoping that you guys out there and our YouTube family and our gardening friends will know what to do or give us some suggestions, because we are at our wits' end. We do not know what to do with everything. So yeah, keep an eye out for that poll. Other than that, we're actually enjoying this. We hope you all enjoyed this. The good, the bad, and the ugly, right? That's what we're here to show you, is not everything is sunshine and roses. Things do happen. Pests do happen. And it's just part of the growing process. So we hope this video finds you all well. And if you liked it, please hit a thumbs up. We really would appreciate that. And if you haven't yet, come join the family. We're going to be getting up to a lot of chaos now that we have good weather. Like, if I turn around here, I'll show you guys. Let's see here. See? A little cloudy. But we're getting some pretty decent weather. It's nice out. The cows are across the street. If you guys can you guys see them? There's the cows. Let's see if I can zoom in on the cows. Whoops. There we go. Zoom in on the cows. See? The cows are out and about and enjoying this beautiful weather, and it's getting nice and warm out. We don't have any snow. So we're at that point where we're going to be getting out more and everything like that, spending time as a family and all that sort of stuff, and just trying to take care of this stuff and our learning curve with the plants. So if that's the kind of content you're looking for or enjoy, come join our family. We welcome everybody with open arms and open hearts. But that being said, I got a few things I got to get done, so we'll see everybody in the next one. Bye, everybody.